Dateline, November 15th, the last Thursday before Thanksgiving. Robin is met with an inconvenient occurrence and consults an old veteran. From the days of Melee! And then his head exploded, likely from the critical errors clashing with the relayed intel. All this from stray hairs in the bathtub? And unclean faucets, Stragmeyer. Can't forget those. Jesus. Whoa, what was he doing before the kill shot? Factoring Brawlhalla's epic crossover skins into perfection. Perfection? What's that? And what does the free-to-play platform fighter Brawlhalla have to do with it? Well, dear Lord among Gerudo, if you insist on knowing, perfection is a hypothetical installment of the Super Smash Bros. Series where Ultimate's motif of everyone is here is taken to its logical extreme and expands its reach to fan games and spiritual successors. Fan games? You mean the underground titles like Smashland, Crusade, and the good old SSF duology? And Mod Packs, Ganondorf. Can't forget those dedicated fans. He's even set up an algorithm to pluck 6 fighters each from Rivals of Aether, Icon's Combat Arena, Brawlout, and Brawlhalla. It was initially set to have 6 out of each game's original cast of characters, with Slap City and Indie Pogo exempt from this rule for lacking such characters. 82 official characters, plus 52 from the Underground, and 24 original fighters from the Legacy fighters, alongside their 32 guests from those respective fighters, and we have a staggering 190 unique fighters in one title alone. Holy shmoly, that sounds like a lot of fighters. It is. Hence why he established the Mario standard. Before today, it was at a solid 13 fighters. But now we need to incorporate conceptual fighters into the hypothetical game just to keep up with these epic crossover skins. Uh-oh. Indeed. I'm sure by now you've at least heard of the 2 crossover events of late that Brawlhalla had held to celebrate Shovel Knight and more recently Rayman. Yep. The latter introduced Rayman into the full roster, making it an even 42 fighters. And with the added mode Kung Foot to boot. But his event and Shovel Knights had spawned these epic crossover skins, 7 in all, which are overlaid onto pre-existing fighters, in which the algorithm's coding means that the fighters are to be dragged in as these guests' corresponding Echo Fighters. Can he just take the fighters on which these skins are based and leave their templates be? That's what I said! But the God's Forsaken contraption insisted on it, saying that the Brawlhalla characters can be used as echoes to piece together what they can and cannot do in any other fighter. That doesn't make sense! I argued that as well, but the response it spewed was, and I quote, "It don't have to make sense, I got a monster truck." Aborted argument, and how? It's as if any and every argument against its own echo chamber is blocked on the spot. Yikes. I stuttered to think on what the damage this thing could do. As do I. And this algorithm is uncompromising in its overreach. Of the 7 fighters taken in as Echo Fighters for the crossover skins, each wave has taken a single fighter from the intended lineup of original fighters. Something the algorithm was more than eager to correct. With 6 original characters and 7 forced echoes, what do you think this leaves Brawlhalla with? 13? Exactly. Hence why I added conceptual fighters into Perfection's algorithm, mainly to buff up the Mario standard and allow more fighters from each franchise, by that I mean Brawlhalla. Video concepts include Dry Bowser and Paper Mario, while Bowsette and Goombas have their own written and illustrated concepts. Good, that makes 4 free slots already, but will it be enough? Believe it or not, a 1 in 6 chance of a crossover skin landing a repeat character is too risky of odds. Take 1 or 2 more events like Rayman. But one of Shovel Knight's scale? Wait, can't you just make your own concept fighters?